Alright. This one didn't yell at me. I actually had time for it to load. But now we're doing Ring of Fire. Didn't notice. Didn't notice what, Tony? The henge? Oh, look at that. Welcome to the first Ring of Fire prototype. Use the evidence, database, and satnav to track down the missing person's next of kin, their workplace, and their recent something. Wait. Open satnav, open data. Is this a video? Didn't notice the monitor? The monitor? Cyberpunk style game. It is. I think this is a video explaining it. Oh yeah, if you just don't touch it, it just goes into it and starts explaining it. Cool, 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 cool. The monitor. What are you talking about, the monitor? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, new game. Tis Prologue. Heart rate. Ah, got it. This game requires real deductive work. It is meant to be played with pen and paper to assist you, as not all clues will be repeated or obvious. I'm ready. Is that a mask? Okay, it's a mask. Detective Nasir. Boss says it's a bloodbath. Grosvenor. That's exactly why we're not taking it. I joined up to help people, not just sit in your car. Who are you helping if it's already a bloodbath? That's not what I... Damn it, Grosvenor! Well, the boss says he's assigning it to us, whether you like it or not. I like it. I like his mask. Bet you effing asked him? Ugh, let's go see what you can handle. Ugh, fine, let's go see what you can handle. Nakir didn't push it. So give me the address for the crime scene. I don't have it. Search for it? Use the database. Haven't had my permission sorted out yet. You'll have to do it. Well, I can't. I'm driving. You're not really driving. The car's doing all the work. Shut the fuck up, Nakir. Okay, what's the case number? I feel like I might have to write this down. Let me pull out my board. Let me just pull out my board. See, I like games like this where they're like, you have to use the real world to play. Which is why I'm excited for that one horror game. I think it's called Play With Me, where it's like you have to use elements out here to play with elements in there. Alright, HD 9374. Do I click this? HD. Oh, thank goodness he keeps the text there. You're the best. Suspected homicide reported at 89 Wisteria House in the Southwark. Ah! I lost my thing. Riveria. Assign senior detective and detective. Have you got it yet? I do. Give me a second. 89 Wisteria House says it here in the database. Need me to get us directions? I can handle putting a street address into a satnav. Not that old. Ooh, can I copy? I can't copy and paste. All right, writing down stuff. Oh my god. 89. Wisteria House. Wisteria. All right. Having trouble. You know it says right there. Give me a... Fuck off. Give me a second. 89. Wisteria House. Got it. And that was it. From that point on, we were hellbound for the shit show that ended my career. So settle in, detective. This is me setting the record straight. Ring of Fire. No time, just go boom. I like this. I think this is also on my wish list. This is fun. Autumn 2062, South London, United Britain. Oh, it's me. Okay, enter apartment. Led our way to the corridor toward the apartment, proudly brandishing his new badge at the officer on the door. Following, I gestured to her that Nakir was a wanker, which got a chuckle, and entered the crime scene myself. He's a wanker. 2 particularly smells splashed my nostrils. Over time, you learn what these things mean. First, the scent of a freshly sharpened blade, blood that's yet to dry. Then a surgery smell like gummy bears. A person in a warm room, 8 to 12 hours departed. Wow, that is impressive. Wow, that's a lot. Alright, bloodstain, coffee table, bookshelf, witness. Alright. Sunflower. The sunflower immediately caught my eye. Let me check the audio real quick. Make sure it's not too loud for you guys. The music, the art, it's great. Well, now you know. You can add the official game to your wishlist and play the prologue yourself if you want. Immediately caught my eye. Buttercup yellow petals with a sunset red ring around the black seeds, a perfect specimen. It had been placed ceremoniously, framed symmetrically by the blood around it. Tablet. I picked the unlocked tablet up off the floor. You see some dark shit doing the job I did, and every time it hurts a little less. He mushed. What you got there? I turned the device to face him. His hand rose to his lip. Tablet left unlocked on this. Are we talking on the tablet? Shit. What? Christ. A whole album of the stuff on here. Can't tell if the Vic's in any of these. Thoughts? I suppose I think this has been intentionally left unlocked for us to find. And why would somebody do that? Well, they or someone they know is in these pictures. Is it a revenge killing? Made it look like one too soon. Too soon to say. Too soon. Bag this and get Cyber to ID the people in these photos. Ask them to check if they're real too. I left Nakir to think. Not even ashamed to say I got a kick out of traumatizing him. At least it was obviously his first time seeing— Oh! Oh, that's always an awkward time. Especially at my job, because it's like, that's illegal. Please don't. Please, police officer. Don't send me evidence. I will believe you if you tell me it's about that case. I don't need the evidence photos. No, thank you. It's awful. Hence why I do this. To relax from the trauma. Alright, so we did our bloodbath. Let's do our coffee table. Miniature flag. I didn't recognize the flag. It was the real deal, not gift shop shit. Weighty metal for the flagpole, varnished wood base, thick woven cloth. Gigantic larvitar. Ooh, gigantic shiny larvitar. I'm guessing that's happening in Pokemon Go. Probably incidental, but you never know. I snapped a picture. The result came back. East Timor. Okay, wallet. There was a wallet discarded on the floor. ID card read Zenrong Lo as the name and had a headshot of an East Asian man. Fit our victim's description. The listed address was the apartment I found myself stood in. I flipped over to his receipt screen. 2 recent transactions stood out. The Stellar Bar and a blue tube ticket from Elephant and Castle. Cigarette. Still smoking. It had been lit recently and couldn't have been an officer. I wondered how it fit with the timeline. The witness. He got caught. So he was like, I'm gonna pretend to be a witness, but I'm actually the murderer. Calling it now. Oh, you caught him! Nice! Congrats, dude. Alright, bookshelf. I picked up the mask from the bookshelf. Presumably it was the Vic's go-to alter ego. It looked legit. On the inside face, it had the little government issue tag, official mask ID, Victor Jameson. It occurred to me again how much I fucking hated these things, that everyone leads double, quadruple lives. I looked at Nakir in his deer mask. Fucking hated him too, yuppie idiot. I picked up a framed photograph. An East Asian looking man, our guy, stood with his arm around a white British looking woman in front of an old pier, mostly drowned by the risen sea. Okay. Anything else before we talk to our victim? Oh! We can look at the victim before we talk to the witness. Different person, you know? Alright, let's go check out the body. Okay. The body, they're never pretty, and this was no exception. Blood mostly around the thighs and mouth, some sort of code written across the abdomen. Amari at the coroner's office handing me a pair of gloves. What we got, Amari? Morning, detective. An execution, it looks like. Where do you want to start? Tell me about the head, what's on his torso, the limbs. What's on his torso? What's on his torso? Their letters, laser burned into the stomach, most likely with a small handheld tool. It's gibberish, probably some sort of code. A tough kid. Wonder what it means. Alright, who's the message for? Don't know. Could be us, or the killer could be aiming this at a fourth party. Perhaps someone close to the victim. Anyway, what's going on with the crotch? Lots of blood. I know. I examined the area myself, and, it has been removed, I'm afraid. Par for the course, Mari. Fuck's sake. Just fuck's sake. Ooh, purple pupitar. Very nice. What's worse is we haven't actually found it. Could have been taken, perhaps as a trophy. The cut's clean and seems to have been the fatal wound. There aren't any other major injuries, and it clearly bled a lot. I suspect blood loss was the cause of death, and that the wound was washed once or twice to prevent clotting before it was over. Will Nakir be pleased at least? He is sicko? Probably not, just over the moon about what it means for his career, most likely. Tell me about the head. Oh my god. Is he a sicko? Nah. Tell me about the head. Not much to say, actually. The victim is clearly around 30, male sex of East Asian descent based on bone structure and skin tone. The blood around the mouth? Not 100% on that yet, I'm afraid. Mouth and tongue appear to be intact. No lesions. Perhaps he bit his attacker? Could explain the handprints on the face, but I found no flesh in the teeth. Alright, get the blood off his face to forensics. See if it's his. The limbs? Signs of a struggle. Ligature marks on the wrists and ankles, as well as mid-thigh, but no other signs of struggle. The victim was either drugged or voluntarily got tied up. Toxology should come through within the hour. Let us know. Of course, and you should check this out too. The ring finger, you see this bruising here? The skin tear over the knuckle? The wedding ring was forced onto his finger while it was swollen from the cords, and based on the lack of bleeding from the tear, after he was already dead a while. Maybe the killer wanted to hide the fact that the victim wasn't wearing it. The ring must have been a symbolic significance. Perhaps our killer was his spouse or an ex. Okay, I'd like to see that ring once you've done documenting. Sure thing, it'll be a few minutes with the photographer first. No problem. Anyways, I think that about covers everything. It does. See you in a bit, Mari. Thanks, bye. Alright, I think we just have the witness left. Yeah. What up, witness? Anything around you? Join me as I approach the witness. Through his eyelids, I could see that the thin man before me had evidently been crying, but now wore an oceanic stare? Oceanic stare. Sir, I'm gonna ask you about what happened now. I'll start with your name. It's Martin Reynolds. Man, So, Martin, start talking. First, do you know whose apartment this is? His name's Zen Lo. That him over there. Where might he be at the moment? Question him. Where might Mr. Lowe be at the moment? That's him on the floor. And what are you doing at Zen's place? Nothing, man. I mean, nothing wrong. I came here for Zen. He was a buddy. We were going out for a drink. Tell me about your relation. Mr. Reynolds, please tell us exactly what happened in the beginning. Martin eyed the two of us and correctly chose who to answer. Well, ma'am, Zen was supposed to meet me at 11 at Metal, a bar in the Southwick Waterway, but by midnight he hadn't shown up. I found a couple other friends and stayed out anyway until about 4. Instead of going home, I thought I'd come here and check on Zen. So I went to the garden balconies on this floor. Zen hides a key there. Here, this one. I let myself in. What time was this? Just before 5, I think. What next? Martin was quiet for a second. I could see him moving his throat, but heard nothing. Well, I came in, saw the blood, freaked. Man, just freaked. I knew straight away he was dead, but I checked for a pulse. I was sick in the sink, sat down on the sofa because I couldn't breathe right. Then I remembered to call someone, so I phoned the police. They told me I couldn't touch anything, so I didn't move at all. Was just rooted until they got here. Okay. Any idea who would want to harm Mr. Lowe? No, he's a good guy. What's your theory, Martin? You know more than you're letting on. What's your theory, Martin? What's your theory, Martin? What? Like, what happened to him? Wait silently. Silent treatment. Alright. I don't know, he wasn't killed at random. Somebody was making a statement, I think. Give me something. Do better. My friend just died. She just wants to find out why. Humor her. Well, it just seems choreographed. The body, the cutting, the towels on the floor, the lights, everything. People are killed by, like, people they know, right? He knew you. He knew you? Not that well. He got a wife, though. I don't know her. He didn't seem too fond. So maybe her? What's her name? Maybe her. I think it's Ellie or somebody from work. You don't know his wife. You don't know his coworkers. How exactly did you know Zen? We're friends. Met years ago. Knew each other at school. Met again at a bar last year. Fell back into it. And you never met Zen's wife. Come on, Martin. Zen kept that shit separate, alright? Fuck this. Have Martin arrested, expect a call, tell him to go home. Oh. Fuck this. Arrest his ass. Akira, tell the Bobbies to take Martin to the station. Maybe he'll gain some clarity in there. We left Martin for the time being. Sorry, stack of he turned out to be. First stop, Ellie. Does she show up in the database? Let's see about that. Does she show up in the database? Ellie! Elizabeth! Also me. Elizabeth Lowe. 1 conviction, petty theft, case ID, electronical address 54 Kestrel Street. 54 Kestrel Street. Guess what, Ellie? We're coming for you. Right? Ah! No, I tore off the eraser. Don't worry about it. 54 Kestrel Street. Okay. Boop. 54. I grabbed the kid and headed down to the tunnel level, beneath where the Thames had crept up into Southwark. The Riviera, they call it. I took the wheel of my car and spun us toward Elizabeth Lowe's place, or Lau's place in the suburbs. So what's the approach? We tell her Zen's dead, watch her face. Okay, you want me to tell her? You'll watch. I'm not a child, Grosvenor. I've been on the force a few years now. I can handle a death knock. You came to me to learn. I did. Then learn. Don't fuck my case up. Do what you're told. Watch. Akira bit his tongue. Smart kid after all, maybe. That's better. You gotta be a bitch when you're hunting killers, Akira. You'll see. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, that's great. Zenlo kept his wife at arm's length. Their home wasn't even that far away. It would have been a manageable commute, but Zen had that apartment anyway. Then again, it's not so abnormal these days, couples married but living apart. We pulled up outside the house, 3 floors to themselves, no high-rises around, replacement glass roof on original brick construction. It stank of wealth, the kind that eroded the heat wave in the back pockets of old white money families. Akira said something stupid about how nice it was. I knocked the door. Hello? The door opened to reveal a diminutive woman in a loose, puffy blue top and a diamond-cut skirt. Her mask covered her head, purple with a mesh front like a beekeeper's, but too thick to make out facial features. Elizabeth Lowe? Who's asking? Detective Grosvenor and Akir Metropolitan Police showed his badge eagerly. We'd like to speak with Elizabeth about Zenlo. That's me. What happened? We need to come in. She didn't put up much of a fight. The rich rarely do. They think the law favors them. I don't. We got her sat down. Didn't waste time. Mrs. Lowe, you need to take that headpiece off. You can't legally ask me to do that. She's right, Grosvenor. Elizabeth, listen to me very closely. It is strongly interested to remove that fucking mask. If you care for Zen at all, you want to hear what I have to say. Well, we don't know if she cares, because it looks like he wasn't even wearing the ring when he died. But she's diminutive. Let's try it. If you care to hear what I have to say, help me clear this up and we can avoid a visit to the station. Sure enough, that thing came off. Elizabeth. Zen's body was found at 6:15 today. Zen's been murdered. Somebody's cut and bled him until he was dead. Perfect. Ella's face went wide and blank. What? I let the questions hang. Her eyes moved past us to the wall behind. Nakir followed her gaze, but I'd seen this before. The dissociative stare of intense shock. As real as I'd ever seen, either she deserved an award or she had no idea. Oh, nothing. Lost to this world for the time being. I mean, it does, but thankfully my cop doesn't. Did you kill him? Her eyes returned to me, but no answer, just a whimper, like a dog's dream. We didn't stay long. I told her we'd be back in touch. Hoped we could count on her support. She said nothing else. Police are used to seeing themselves out. Well. So, you were a bitch in there. Your words, not mine. That necessary? Lady's missing a husband. I didn't need to answer to him. Where? Had been wondering what else, if anything, might be inside his head. Nothing good, it turned out. But for the moment, all I knew was that he found the scene. His connection to Zen was unclear. He knew Zen's wife only as L. My witness is gone. Maybe I gotta go back to the body? No lacerations. Body laser burned. No struggle. Did I might have broken the game. I might have broken the game. Let's see. What if I look up Martin? London, task, home address, 94 Baker Street. Let's check out his stuff. It's not recognizing this demo. Ah! That was his address though, no? Nina breaking a game. Classic. Government mask ID, protected class, Martin Reynolds. Oh. Ooh, hold on. Yeah, because this is Martin Wright. What was this guy's name? Victor Jameson. Hold on. Ah, protected ID. Okay. Figure I'd try. Well, oops. Because I saw the little arrow, so I was like, let me click that. Hold on. Oh, new game is straight up new game? Is there any chance I could just skip through all that? Is there any chance I could just skip through all this? Also, I like that he's a tough deer. I think that's super cute. I know it's a different option, but I'm like, we're gonna see if I did break it or if that is where it's supposed to end. So HD 9374. Cool. Alright. That 84. Wisteria House. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, 89. Sorry. 89. Got it. Wait, hold on. 89 Wisteria House, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No! I broke it again! Don't go fast, kids. Don't go fast. What was it? HD 9574? 89 Wisteria House, right? Wisteria. Sure. Alright. I'm gonna zoom. I wonder if I could just go straight to her house without even doing any of this, right? I do still have it. It's 54 Kestrel Street. Watch your face. Yeah. Okay, she's like, hello, da 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 da. You can come in, da 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 da. Remove the mask. Thing comes off. He's been murdered. Murder? I guess I should look at the different answers. Somebody mutilated him. She began to shake. The tears escaped her eyes. She began squeezing her breath in and out of her like a dog's whine. Didn't really answer, just kept squeezing that wine out, shook her head, half formed a no with her lips. We didn't stay long, told her to be back in touch. Yeah, so she's still, like, not having a great time at hearing the news. Okay, I was a mean lady. Okay, so we're back here, right? And then I saw this, so I clicked it. Alright, let's just quickly go through all this. Because I'm like, I either broke it, or that's just where it ends. Alright, victim, done, boop. Bookshelf. All about it. Yay, knowledge, boom. This, little flag. I wonder if I need to look up the flag. East Timor. Let's try that. East Timor. Officially, Democratic Republic of Timor was a country in maritime Southeast Asia, dissolved after 98% of the territory had been swallowed by rising sea levels. Okay. Let's see, I gotta look up Stellar Bar and Elephanted Castle. Stellar Bar. Oh, maybe we gotta go to the bar. Oh. Licensed bar. Company, the Stellar Bar. Company. Elephant and Castle. There was more, people. I didn't break it. I just didn't find everything. 3 Atwood Street. That's in 25 years. Crazy, right? Alright. Bam. Nope, that's 25. 3 Atwood Street. Oh, you guys have elephants and castle? What is Elephant and Castle? I'm assuming a bar? No car needed for this one. We dropped into the tunnels across to the tube station and took the Jubilee to Elephant and Castle. The Stella Bar perched in a glass dome on the rooftop of a partly sunken Victorian-era building. On a clear night, the amplifying effect of the glass negates the need for electric light. Oh, it's a pub. Nice. The bar turned over their security footage immediately. A scan didn't find Zenlo or any of our suspects on their known masks. But he was there. We knew that. Zen must have had an unregistered mask. The sneaky bastard. We searched the apartment for it when we got back, but found nothing. Damn. It was good, though. Because we did look up this person. Let's see. Mostly drowned in the risen sea. Okay, so they're both from East Timor. Still smoking. Sunflower immediately, buttercup yellow petals. Perfect specimen. And then a tablet, which had the stuff on it. What is this? How do I get to this? Hold on. Let's try sunflower. Nothing. Dang it! There's an elephant and castle in London. This is where this game is. A place tube station, I think. Yeah, that's why I was like, do you have an because I was like, I know it's a tube station. So I was like, oh, it's called that. Like, same name, but different establishment. Alright. Witness. Maybe I have to do it from here. Alright, he's been crying. That's him on the floor. Oh, your elephants and seeds are pups. Alright, so we know all this. It's quiet. We'll say we know more than you're letting on. What? Like, what happened to him? Fail. We'll try that. I don't know. He wasn't killed at random. Somebody was making a statement. My friend just died. Who then? I don't know. I don't really know his wife. What's her name? It's L. Coworkers. School. Zen kept it separate. I'm telling him to go home. Tell him to go home. See if that's, like, different. Does she show up in the database? Let's see about that. First stop, her. Well, I already went to her place. Am I supposed to go to her place again? Maybe? 54 Crystal Street. She's been distraught and believed her now that I see I shouldn't have, but I'll get to that part. Let's see if I do this. Alright, so he's gone. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. So I went to the bar. What am I missing? She said I'd have to wait like an hour and a few minutes for the stuff to come back. Ah, no guides. Because, I mean, we've seen other games, right? And, like, even the, you know, other Prologue game, like, it had an end. So, there is something else. I doubt they'd just be like, oh, you've done it. You found everything, and just leave you here wondering, what if, you know? We went to the bar. We went to Elle's place. We tried to look up Martin, but he is protected class, so we can't look up his address. Because that is a police constable, not Martin Reynolds. He doesn't know the coworkers' names. What am I missing? We tried Victor, but Victor is also protected. Victor Jameson, protected class. Wait, can I look up my boy? Nightcar? Ah, nothing. I don't know, what do you guys think? Seems to be everything. Take a quick look on the internet real quick. I'm like, what am I missing? Oh, somebody did it. But it's a video. I would wish to read, please. Just gonna do playback speed. See the room. I see them talking to our witness. It's Steph. Let's see. They're able to do it in 26 minutes. Yep, they look up Elle. They get her address. I wonder if they want us to look up the case ID for her. That's a good thought. Maybe we can look up that. Right? Like, maybe we'll see she has a history of, like, something. 9352453. You have to write that down, and you can do it right here. Boop. 9352453. No? Okay. Not that. Oh, they looked it up too! I'm not the only one who had that same thought. Okay, let me check out the sunflower. And then, of course, they check out the tablet. And then, of course, they check out the mask and the picture. And then they find Elizabeth Lowe. Elizabeth Waters, Elizabeth Wright. Yeah. Looking at the flag. Keep going back to L. Alright, like, maybe I should just scrub to the end, see if there is, like, an end-end. Yeah, it looks like there's an end-end. Alright, talking to the doctor. I'm scrubbing through, man. I have it, like, set to playback speed 2, and I'm, like, moving my mouse, trying to, like, see where it changes. Where I'm like, okay, what's happening at this part? Here, I'll show you guys. That way you're not just stuck on my silly face. Whoop-a-bam! So maybe you'll see something I don't see. Yeah, and then they go to Elle's house. Let's see. You telling the husband's dead? Yeah, telling her the husband's dead. Reading the enemy of all God's reps. Yep, and then Nakir yells at me once we leave. What do they look up? The Stellar Bar, we did that. That's how we got Elephant and Castle, because we looked at his wallet. And it said this is where his transactions were. Three Atwood. And then, of course, they go to the tube. Yep. Elephant and Castle. Oh, is there Elephant and Castle we're supposed to go to? Yeah, because it was a tube ticket home from Elephant and Castle. That's the boy who died. Oh, wait! It shows where he worked. I didn't even think about that. Knowledge! Alright. I didn't even think about that. Looking up my guy. I didn't even think to look up the guy who's dead. Zen... Low. Youth work at Open Futures Limited. Okay. Open Futures Limited. I'd be a horrible detective. I'd be like, what do I do? And they're like, Nina, it's literally your job to find out. It's like, I don't... Someone have a case similar to this? I'd be horrible. Alright, Open Futures Limited, 2 Wren Road. 2 Wren Road. Down in the tunnels, I declined Nakir's request to drive as we took the south bore towards Camberwell. 2 Wren Road was a plain office building with tinted glass and no foliage, little hints of civilization before the heat wave. Once inside Open Futures Ltd, it didn't give long before we were sat in front of the business owner, a young, athletic guy much closer to Nakir's age than mine. Hey, hi, I'm Harry Ronan, director here. How can we help you? I'm Grosvenor. This is Nakir. Tell me how many employees you have, Harry. There's only 7 of us, hence the miniature office. So you know your employees fairly well. I do. What about Zenlo? Ah, well, he's not an employee. As we understand it. Sorry, I mean to say he's a partner. We started the place together. Has something happened? Is this why he's not here today? We just need you to answer our questions, Sarah, and then you'll be able to tell you why we're asking them. Okay, shoot. I'm sure it's important. Can you think of anyone who might want to harm him? Tell us about the nature of his work. How is your personal relationship? Personal. Let's go with the work. Simple. Let him know, like, oh, he's alive, but what does he do here? Tell us about the nature of Zen's work here. Zen's work here? Where to begin? How about with what your company actually does? Oh, sure. We're a training company, really. We go out to schools, colleges, young offenders centers. We help young people to see a future path for themselves, which I suppose is also part of motivational speaking. We teach them how to seek opportunities for themselves. And Mr. Lau specifically, Zen's specialty is with disenfracturized boys. His sessions help them become excited about pathways traditionally seen as feminine or weak. Nurses, hairdressers, carers, that sort of thing. A lot of these boys just don't have any interest in a sales job or a trade. Okay. He sounds like a great guy, Mr. Owen. He is. He is. How's your relationship? fine. Nothing out of the ordinary. Tell me how you met. College, long time ago now. We're not best friends, but we work together more than well enough. No arguments? No. And the business? How's that going? It's going well. We have an ongoing contract with a few local school boards, so the work is stable. Just a minute, sir. You went to college with Zen? So you'll know Martin Reynolds. Martin Reynolds. No, sorry, never heard that name. His name is Harry. I'm gonna look him up. Harry. You're suspicious, Harry. Mr. Rowan, can you think of anyone who might want to harm Zen? Your last name's Rowan. Let's make sure we get the right Henry. Martin Reynolds. Nope, sorry. Can't read. Harm him? No, categorically, Zen's got no enemies I know of. Anything in his past, perhaps? No secret kids or anything, if that's what you're asking. So can you tell me why the visit now? Currently investigating his death. He was killed in the night. Ooh, I think it's something to do with you, Henry. I'm just putting the blame on everybody. Mr. Lowe has been murdered, and we think it has something to do with you, Henry. Me? How? What? I haven't seen Zen since Thursday. Zen's dead? Fucking Jesus. Murdered, I promise you. I have no idea. Did you tell Liz yet? She's gonna be... Or maybe... God, jeez. You call her Liz? Thank you for your time, Mr. Rowan. We'll be in contact soon. I ended it there, and Akira tried and failed to get more information from him, but I'd seen what I needed to. On the wall, there'd been a clipping of Zen from a local news site. It was him, stood with about a dozen uniformed kids. He was being given an award. One of these kids I recognized from the pictures on the tablet back in Zen's apartment. If Zen had no kids, why did those holiday shots exist? Things were not getting any clearer. Thank you for playing the Ring of Fire prototype. You have exhausted the core content available at the moment. The game will now quit. Cool. So yeah, I did miss something. I missed where he worked. Well, dang. Let me get you set up for another game. Ba-na-na-na.